So if Dodger starts to go towards something, a bush, or picking something up off the ground, or walking out in front of me, or to the side, or just kind of getting disconnected, what I can do is I can just, if you look down here, just a quick little pop on the leash is a communication that has him clue back into me and also tells him where I want him. So watch, I'll let him get out in front a little bit, see if he does it. He's on to us. Like I said, he walks really nice on leash. That's one thing you guys don't really have to worry too much about, but you do want to make sure you maintain it. It's easy to get sloppy with this stuff and just kind of let him do his thing. Especially because he's a sweet boy. People have a tendency with sweet dogs, it's like, oh, we just let him do what he wants. The reality is he's a sweet boy, but he's also an unsure boy, so he really needs your help and he needs your information and your guidance. So let's imagine we're going to let him go potty. Okay, go potty. So I give him the release, okay, which means he's free, and then I give him go potty, which, oh, it's that potty time thing. I've heard about that. I let him go to the end of the leash, like this, and voila, magic. Dog training magic. So, you want the walk to be like an 80-20 proposition, right? So, 80% of the time, we want him in a structured heel next to you, and 20% of the time at our release, interspersed throughout the walk, he's going to be allowed to sniff and pee and do his thing. But it doesn't need to be like 10 minutes at a time. It's just a brief little thing. You let him come over, let him pee, let him sniff, send some pee mail, and then you get back to the job. So he's good. I mean, he could stay here for 10 years, and you know, if you don't tell him something else, and it's not really going to do either of you any good. So, yep. Give him the command. Back to work. So like I was saying earlier, he's going to get all of his needs met. He's going to get his needs for leadership, structure, exercise, guidance, and all that. He's also going to get his needs for peeing and potting and also sniffing and seeing what dogs are in the neighborhood and being a dog like that. So if you want to do more stuff and have more freedom, then it's better to take him somewhere where he can just, see, now he's pulling a little bit. Check this out. Watch this. So, and then release the leash. So he has a bit of a, he just kind of like pulls if he gets interested in something, and he just can kind of tune out a little bit. And he's strong like that, and he'll just kind of like, so our job, bring him back, relax the leash once he's back in position. Yep. I think I was saying a second ago before that happened, that if you want to let him have more free time, then, you know, in the backyard, something like that, throw the ball, all the play stuff, that's great. But think of the walk as something different, something separate from that. The walk, like I said, is more about exercise training and relationship building than it is about willy-nilly just letting the dog do its thing. So ultimately it's your choice to create the life that you want with Dodger and how you see fit. And I totally you know, support you on however you want to do that. I'm just giving you the information from my experience that I've seen that helps dogs feel more comfortable and feel more relaxed in their will. Because if we love the guy, we really want him to feel comfortable and relaxed. We don't want him to just be what we think he wants to be. We need to help him be what he needs to be, which is a comfortable guy, if that makes sense. So that's Dodger. This is the walk. I mean, it's like pretty easy stuff. You don't have too much challenge on your hands in this department. One other thing I'd add is that, like I said in the house, about pressure from dogs or people on the walk or in general won't be fair to him. The same thing goes on the walk. A lot of people feel the need or the desire or the tendency to bring their dogs up to you when you're on the walk and oh, my dog's really friendly, can you say hi to your dog? That's a really bad recipe. So please don't do that, especially with this guy. If you had the world's easiest dog that was like, I love everybody, okay, maybe you can get away with that with minimal amounts of scuffles and brawls, but when you've got a dog that's not super sure about everything, you're doing him a huge disservice by letting strange dogs come up to him on leash, which creates major tension, and then pressuring him with that. Not to mention other owners who have great intentions, but oftentimes don't know what their dog's really got cooking. So they'll say, my dog's great, but then they've got tense leashes like this, and they bring it up. Your dog all of a sudden gets uncomfortable, and you get a scuffle, or you can get a fight. and then you've broken trust, and now your dog feels not trusting with you to keep him safe, and feels not trusting about other dogs in his environment. So, throwing a lot of information at you. This is kind of like what people usually get in like 6-7 lessons. So we're giving you a real kind of compressed, information-rich little tutorial here. But I want to make sure that Dodger does well. He's a sweet guy, and I want to make sure that you guys flourish and are successful with him. So I would say that's kind of the overview. The rules with inside, going inside, just like going outside, same thing applies. He should wait at the door. You can have him sit if you like. We can have him sit here at corners. It's a good practice. Sit. So here's that resistant thing, right? 2 fingers, sit. There we go, just enough. So he may be distracted. He's not worried about the leash pressure. He's not worried about the training or anything. He's just kind of not used to it. So your job is to make sure you don't baby that and don't nurture that stuff. You help him. You help him work through this stuff so he can be more comfortable. Yep. And then I'll do a couple more things when we go inside and just show you like some basic rules about feeding. And I think you guys will be off the hook. I think we'll be done. So all this stuff, he's looking very comfortable, he's looking at people and just kind of looking like that. That's great. But if I see Dodger looking at something, he's a little pulling right now, so a little pressure, let him know not to. But if I see Dodger looking at another dog or a person or a stroller or a bike or something, and he's like, and he goes from being like this, fluid easy Dodger, to that, I want to give him a pop, say, knock it off. You don't need to be thinking anything that's causing you stress or making you uncomfortable. Your job as his owner to make sure you bring him back to a relaxed state. So as long as he's just like, oh look, there's a person over there, oh there's a bike, that's great. But if you see him go from relaxed to tense and staring and concerned, pop, knock it off, let's go. Yep. Wait at the door. Okay, good. All right. Wait at the door. Okay. Good boy. So that's a quick walk thing. As you can see, he's pretty cool with all my dogs. He doesn't have any problem with them. Enough. Hey. Go. We'll go. He hasn't seen us in 5 minutes. Yes. A little celebratory howl. So, okay, so let's do a quick little feeding thing. Oh. Sorry about that. So a great thing to do is just to teach him to wait for food. It's just another little moment of leadership, guidance, help keep him on the good foot and keep him comfortable and all that good stuff. So what you can do is you can put him in place. You could put him in a sit. You could put him in down as you prepare the food if you really want to up the challenge. Or you can let him wander around, prepare the food, and then make him wait. Totally up to you. I tend to ask for more because I know it's better for the dogs. So I might do something like sit. He's so resistant to that sit. Then prepare the food. So I'll get like a handful of food out. No. And then like this, we've got eye contact. He's looking good. So he's already in command, he's already listening, he's already in a polite mode, he's not like pressuring me and squeezing and bouncing around or any of that. Take the food. No. So we put him back. Only say the command once. If I said no as soon as he breaks, that's another thing. I don't know if we covered in any of the other, we're moving so fast here. Place command, sit, down, any of those things. Once he's in command, if he breaks, a nice firm no and a pop on the leash to let him know that that's not okay is the first communication. So even if you're across the room, no, lets him know you don't like what he's doing, and then you put him back. So here we go with this. No. Real life distractions. And then I would say, okay. Right? So let's do that one more time. We got somebody at the door. Give me one sec here. Okay, I'm going to just pull them out. I'm going to do it one more time for you guys, and we'll wrap this up. Sit. There we go. No. No. All the doggies are thinking it's feeding time. Once again, he's in a sit. He's waiting. I've got the food here. Get good eye contact. Bring it down. No. I said no because he's starting to move towards it. He gives me a moment of courteous waiting. Ah, great. Okay. Okay. There you go. And that's it. Once again, he's a really mild, gentle guy, so we don't need a lot of big stuff to make this happen, but these are great rules, great general guidelines to keep him in a great spot. So that's it. We'll let him have a little snack here. Good luck. Congratulations with Dodger. If you have any questions, email or call us and let us know, and we'll do our best to help you out. He's an awesome guy, and we're happy for you. Thanks.